Hi again, and welcome back to part 3 of our 6-week marketing series. Over the past few weeks, we've tackled some of the easy and inexpensive methods businesses can take to improve their visibility and overall presence on the web. Claiming virtual properties, streamlining business information, and reaching your target customers through niche online platforms will lay the foundation to drive real customers through your door and onto your website. So, you may be wondering why I'm speaking to you from an office in the middle of the woods. Sure, the peace and quiet is nice, but how can anyone expect to find me? Well, not having a company website is like having an office out here in the woods. You're not in control of what people can see and experience when they're looking for your business, and it makes it infinitely harder for potential customers to figure out what makes your company unique. Getting started with your own website doesn't have to be a daunting task. Today we're going to share a few insightful tips and ideas on things like location, amenities, and environments available for websites to keep you from making mistakes and ending up deep in the woods like me.
A domain name serves a great number of purposes, but here are a few things to keep in mind when searching for that perfect location on the web. First, find a domain that represents your brand well. Let's say you own a construction company called Murphy's. Even if Murphys.com is available, use a name more descriptive like murphysconstruction.com or even murphysconstructionboston.com, as this helps search engines and visitors alike. Abbreviations and word shortening can make it difficult for people to find and remember your domain. Don't ever think that having a short domain is better than having a memorable one. Finally, whenever possible, stick to a .com or .org domain. While there's plenty of alternatives, these prove time and time again to be the most recognizable and memorable domain suffix. Now, let's check in with Chris to see what he's up to today.
Thanks, Brian. I wanted to talk to you today about web markup. Depending on your familiarity with the technology, you may have heard of HTML or even its close siblings, CSS and JavaScript. These are the building blocks of all websites and have been around since almost the beginning of the internet itself. The three work in combination to format your website, style it, and make it interactive for your visitors. They've come a long way since their humble beginnings to provide truly beautiful and functional websites. And today, sites like those are more accessible than ever.
It's easier than ever these days to get a new or revamped website for your business, without even having to worry about any of those fancy acronyms Chris just mentioned. With tons of content management systems available these days, the options for getting online and creating and maintaining a vibrant website are yours for the taking. A content management system, or CMS, gives you the framework and design to build your site on, typically through customizable themes, and allows you to style your website to your heart's content, usually with little or no coding knowledge. Once you've got a site up and running, you can use it to do a multitude of things, like blogging, posting image galleries, running promotions. The possibilities are endless. One of the biggest advantages to today's content management systems is the low barrier to entry. Several platforms like WordPress, Drupal, and Joomla are free and offer tons of flexibility for those just getting started. Paid offerings like GoDaddy websites, Wix, and Squarespace offer great customer service, but they don't offer quite as much of an opportunity for customization. The bottom line is, if you're not on the web, updating your website regularly, you're missing out on one of the basics of online marketing, and in fact, one of the basics of marketing in general. We hope these tips will help you get started, and we look forward to seeing you next week.